Hello guys, today we're gonna learn about personal portfolio. This is something that most of the people have been asking about. What is this thing and how can we develop this thing? How can we create this thing? This is something that's just like a CV, but with this thing we can use to advertise our goals, our skills. Then other people may come to contact us in such a manner. So let's start. In this lesson, let's define our objectives. Our objectives in this lesson, we will start by defining what is portfolio. Then we will identify and explain the importance of portfolio. And then we will identify the elements in that portfolio, and then we will create our portfolio. For that, let's start immediately because this is something that most of you knows about it. Okay, so the first thing, what is a personal portfolio? Personal portfolio is a compilation of relevant work samples and documents gathered during your school years and presented in a structured manner. It profiles your goals, progresses, achievements, and competences in an organized manner, accessible and purposeful format without overwhelming the prospective employees. That is the definition of a personal portfolio. But in simple terms, this is something that this is a compilation of your relevant skills. Then you just show your clients or maybe your employers so that they can come and do something with such. Maybe they can get your information, then they can hire you so that you can do something for them, considering what you are doing. So let's know about the importance of this thing. Actually, the importance of personal portfolio, I gave myself, I identify just three for this lesson, but there are a lot. You can go there and search. First one, it is a great way to demonstrate the competences. Yeah, in that portfolio you can write something that is very great. When somebody says that, it says that this is wow, wonderful. They can even come for you looking for that kind. It's not even just like as if it's more than that, because you can show your picture, your everything. So in that thing, it is a wonderful way to demonstrate your competences, because you can create a different thing. Another thing, it helps to identify a good job for you. That is something that is there. When you display your portfolio, people will see, then they will contact you, they will give you a job. It is a source of income. Some people, they can use such to develop, some people may use such skills to develop for people. So when you learn on how to develop it, you can develop for your friend, then they can give you something, so you can use it for somewhere later. That's why it can give you some cash. Let's identify the elements of a portfolio. Portfolio has about 10 elements, although there are many, but I gave here 10 because this is what we will be looking at. It has a career summary, it has a philosophy statement, it has a short biography, it has a resume, it has a marketability skills and abilities, it has a professional accomplishments and samples of work, awards, certifications, and references. Those are the main things that are there in portfolio. So let's look one by one till the end. Career summary. This is something that, this is a short description of what you do and what makes you special. What makes you different from the others actually. This is a career summary. An ideal career summary does the following. It has 5 to 7 sentences or some bullet points. It includes numbers and percentages. It provides specific examples that prove your qualification for the job. It convinces the reader to read more about the candidate. This is a self-explanatory thing. You can look at it. It is when you write a career summary, you write something, you just shows why is this job, why are you special, why are you different from the others. So employer can see your summary, then he can choose you because of this thing, because it can identify you are actually fitting to this job. As you can see, an example is like this. I have accomplished marketing director with a proven ability to create and drive strategies that further financial and overall company growth. That is something that you should identify, something that makes it perfect. Yeah, you can read that at your own time, because I want this thing to become short. Again, the next one is philosophy of statement. It's sometimes called a mission statement. This describes why you did your profession. It proves, sometimes people choose to do certain things due to something. Don't show yourself that you are just pushed by money so that you can go to become an employee somewhere. Just write something that makes that person feel like, you're wonderful. You need this job because it is in your blood, it is in your DNA or whatever. So an example is like this. I trained to become nutritionist because I enjoy helping others. In fact, the best thing and most important part of my job is when clients' health improves as he or she starts to make healthier food choices. With the number of illness caused by poor nutrition on the rise, I'm grateful that I can make a difference in people's life. With that, employer can see that this is person that's not just being driven by money, is driven by something that he feels inside his heart. So write something that makes yourself better. That is it. Again, we would number 3 now, short biography. Yeah, show yourself who you are. This is a brief thing. It lets showcase your personality to potential employers. This helps you to make human connection and be more memorable to potential employers. It prepares you to answer the infamous question. Mostly, some of you who have gone to interviews, you can hear, tell us about yourself. That question is actually tiresome, but this thing helps you identify and explain that question. A good biography does the following. Asks the following things. It focuses on what's most important to you. Uses the appropriate voice. Uses elements of storytelling. It includes some maybe humor. It is current. It contains links to what you did. It showcases your contact information. Contact information is very important because sometimes you can get a call from it. It is somehow unique. Yeah, it's unique. Just look at that example and read at your own pace. That is a short biography of a certain teacher or an entrepreneur. Yeah, you can look at it in your own life. So the next page is resume. This is an important part because resume is important. Even though you have already submitted your resume to your application, some people may think that maybe some may not have gotten that. So choose a right page to describe, to develop your CV. Then if that person never got it, he can just download it whatever at this one time or her time. Yeah, because this thing, you can see You can represent with possible lighting. You choose the typeface that is accurate. Make sure that margins match. Sure consistent line spacing. Highlight section headings. Ensure there is sufficient white space. Don't use photos or graphics. Don't stick to one page. Yeah, one page CV, very important. Somebody is tiresome of reading it. So the next is marketability skills and abilities. Just to showcase your skills. Yeah. Most common marketability skills that most people use are I have done project management, critical thinking, public speaking, taking initiative, leadership, teamwork. Write something that pulls you from the candidates up to that top. It should fit to what you are heading to what kind of job do you want. Yeah, the next thing is professional accomplishment. What have you accomplished in your recent years? This section is this is one of the most important parts of a career portfolio. This is where you prove your value as a potential employee. When creating your list of accomplishments, separate them into categories and be sure to use lots of details. For example, don't just say, I won awards for my sales numbers. Instead, say, I garnered the salesperson of the year award 5 years ago, running for achieving a 65% average closing rate on new leads. That makes somebody from there just think about you in a different way. Just to showcase something better. The next is that we will see about samples of your work. Just to present the samples of work. In this section, it is very easy. The purpose of this section is to showcase your potential employers, the actual papers, reports, articles, projects. Just to showcase your employers, what have you done in the recent years? That is what it's there that most people want. Depending on what you do and what industry you are in this section, it will contain the links of different writing samples, reports, images, etc. If you don't have much work experience yet, you can use what you have done for schools, clubs, or other organizations. Make sure to include any feedback you receive on your work samples. If you earn a high grade or garnered a promotion after a successful assignment, for example, you can include the review of your work in a short paragraph after the link to the item. The next thing is that awards and honors. What awards have you won? If there, just showcase. These are something that most people want to see. Employers, if they see this is what they can even take you. So hiring managers know that past achievement usually predict an applicant's future performance. This is why it's so important to highlight your certificates of awards, scholarship, and other honors in your career portfolio. Here are some of the tips for how to list your accomplishment. Only include assignment awards. Include the title. Use action-oriented verbs like garnered, achieve, and earn when describing what you want. Explain the impact of your achievement. Quantify your accomplishment. Those are the things that you should be there. The next thing is certifications. These are certifications, licenses, awards in your form of certificates that you have garnered from your achievements. Sorry about that. All employers want to see proof of your qualifications. Yeah, everybody wants to see them because you cannot say that you have just graduated from this thing, you have just gone this thing, but you never get any certificate from it. It doesn't make sense. But if you do, if you have, then showcase. References and testimonials. At the end of a portfolio, let the people who you have worked for, or people who knows you to describe something about you. Include a list of about 3 or 5 people who are willing to speak about your strengths, abilities, and experience. Be sure to include job titles and contact information for those people. This makes you one of the standing people who are, they can, even an employer can gain trust that this person who did it, who is saying something that is right. You can also share your testimonial from clients, customers, professors, colleagues, or even previous employers that highlight your basic qualification and skills. This is also the place to showcase copies of positive employer evaluations or reviews. And for that, I think you have gained a lot about what is personal portfolio and what and how to write it. And for that, I can say have a wonderful day or night or whatever that time you're watching this video. Indeed, it has been wonderful, very wonderful being with you.